Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Valoria series. We're in a strange area, aren't we, Robbie?
The portal disappeared.
Oh, so now I'm trapped in the end?
I have a recall, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I could just take this elytra. But anyways, thanks for teleporting me here. This is some good stuff, I guess. Well, kid, you should be back home. I have some big plans for the island, if you know what I'm talking about.
Cool down.
Oh. So now we're kind of stuck here. Need that.
Yep.
Oh no! I'm flying. Whee! I have no fireworks or anything. I guess I'm flying down here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm legit gonna die. Robbie. Oh my gosh. Robbie! Dang it. I'm putting on my stuff. I'm gonna run to the portal. I'm running back. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Back through the portal. That's an eventful intro, if I do say so myself. Oh my goodness. Okay, and with that over and an elytra to boot, let's actually get started on what I wanted to do in this episode. So, as you can see behind me, I've cleared out some trees and I've started laying out some copper because we're going to be building a humongous church in today's episode. I have been gathering some resources in this top chest. I got some sand for sandstone, clay for bricks, and a little bit of wood for like doors and windows and such. It's going to be a pretty big project, but I think it's worth it for this one episode. And honestly, I think we're going to get some more of these priest things, like priest clothing, so I can get the full priest loadout. Because I did do some adventuring and got a lot of magical stuff, which includes these arcane essence, which is needed for all the magical armor. But anyways, without further ado, let me sort my inventory and let's clear out the area for this church. Okay, and with a semi-cleared out inventory, no more distractions, and an upgraded, magic book. Thank you, Robbie. Oh, you got me a rotten spellbook. Oh, okay. Okay. It is now time to clear out some trees. So the area behind me is actually where I'm going to be clearing this out. I'm going to be clearing out just this huge chunk of trees right here. It's mostly flat, so it's a pretty good area to build this church I want to build. So let's take out this whole area of trees and commit mass deforestation like a big company. Oh. And here you go, we have this whole place cleared out. As you also saw, I also did a little bit of terraforming with some dirt because it wasn't very flat, so I did a little bit of that with my new shovel here. And honestly, it's a nice flat area to build something. But before we start building anything in this nice area, we need to get a few like workstations that will give us some blocks that will be beautiful that aren't actually in vanilla Minecraft. First, I gotta sort out my inventory. There we go, and now what we can do is make a few stations. So the first thing, let me type it down here, is a glass blower, which will give us lots of different versions of glass. So I can get all of these really easily, so let me make a glass blower really fast. And with this piece of glass, I have all the resources needed for this glass blower. So I think the blast furnace is right there. We put that there, that there, that there. Get the logs right there and right there. Bricks, and we got a glass blower. That is perfect. So now we gotta place it down somewhere. Let's just put it right here. Okay, it's kind of big, and I should be able to put glass in here, and oh my goodness, I'll be able to make lots of different pieces of glass. I have some sand here. Let's start smelting this sand. And see, while that smelts and gets us glass, we can get the other thing I need, which I think it's called, wait, I actually don't know what it's called. Oh, a mason's workbench, that's what it's called, which is gonna need some iron, some clay. This is really easy, I can also get this. Okay, so I think I have it down. I think it's those things, that right there, iron right there, and a brick right there. Yes, mason's table, and I'll put it right next to the glass blower right there. So now I can put like blocks in there, and it'll make different types of like stone variants. So I am gonna need to smelt all these clay balls, so I should probably get a bunch of furnaces made. These are going to be temporary, don't you worry. I'm just going to put 6 of those, and we're going to have to start smelting all these clay balls because the roof is going to be made out of bricks. So 8 coal in there in a stack, 8 coal in there in a stack, 8 coal there in a stack, 8 coal in there in a stack. 8 coal in there and a stack, and I've actually kind of ran out of coal, so I have 3 there. I am gonna have to go find some coal. We do have this like little ravine thing there. Maybe there's some leftover coal, hopefully. Okay, I got 29 coal, as you can see here, and that should be enough to smelt the rest of these clay balls, which I need to see where I'm going. So let's get the rest of these clay balls smelted, and then we can start building the actual church now. So yeah, those are all smelting, and then this wood will be used for like the doors and parts of the windows, and then all this sand needs to be turned into like sandstone. So I just realized that this is not going to be enough sandstone, plus I need some more sand for glass. I have enough wood and enough bricks for the rest of the build, but this sand is going to be a problem. So I'm going to do a really quick time lapse of me getting a little bit more sand and sandstone. And okay, there we go. I got a good amount of sand, a little bit more sandstone. I don't know if this is going to be enough. If I need to in the middle of the build, I'll just go get more sandstone. It's not that huge of a deal. So with this sandstone, let's click all this and let's turn most of it except maybe those two into, there's a certain type that I really like. It's this polished sandstone right here. Yes, this one. Craft and just that one's polished sandstone. So now I have all these different bricks I can use, like I like this, and that's gonna be for like the corners. To see how that looks pretty cool. Those are gonna be the blocks I'm gonna use as the main thing of this church I'm gonna be building. I should also probably put a photo on screen, which there will be a photo of the church I am basing this build off of. It is a little church I saw while I toured through Europe a few weeks ago. And in that photo, you probably saw the roof was copper, and that's why we have all these copper here. I needed to oxidize all the way because the copper on the top of that building was fully oxidized. But anyways, no more dilly-dally. I have all the resources I need and a blank area that needs painted. So let's honestly just get this started. I might put a little bit more dirt here and I can start the build right here. And honestly, this is going to be the biggest build I've ever built in one episode, and hopefully I finish it right here, right now. I might do some minor details with you guys after the build, but I'm gonna get at least 100%, 99% of it done right now, hopefully. So, let's get straight into this time lapse. I am so excited, let's do it. Oh my goodness. I spent about 5 hours building this thing and it's finished. Look at this. Oh, it is beautiful. It is so good. It took so long to build, but it was actually really worth it because I really like how this turned out. A few things need a little bit of work, like the copper point right there. I am going to mess with that in the coming days off camera. And then on the bottom here, it's kind of blank. I'm going to put some bushes and stuff with you guys in a second. But this build is genuinely really cool. I like every part of it. I got like a nice doorway here, and there's so much room to just build something. I don't know what. We're gonna build something though, but this whole area is just gonna be sick. I genuinely can't wait for what's in store, but I am not doing an interior right now. I've done so much work. But yeah, let's get some of those bushes now so we can make this look a bit prettier. So I got some shears here. I can go over to my area. Yeah, I've dug out even more, and there should be, yeah, there's an azalea tree right there. Let me just destroy this entire thing really fast. And no more leaves, and soon to be no more wood. This tree is absolutely decimated. But let's go get some azalea bushes and moss now. which if I just go to, if I do this, the catacombs, which is where we were in the last episode where we fought that boss, I'm pretty sure it's up there. There should be like a mossy type cave area. Ah! Oh my god, that scared. Yeah, this whole area, doesn't it look, actually, it looks pretty beautiful actually, so I should be able to get some wait, what's that thing? Oh, that's a modded mob. That's a flutter. That's pretty cool. But we're getting distracted. Let's get some of these bushes and some moss and stuff. Oh, water's going everywhere. But yeah, let's just get a bunch of this crap. Not a crazy ton, but a good amount. Okay, I got 19 flowering azalea bushes, 17 regular azalea, 42 moss, 10 moss carpet. That should be good for now. Let's actually head back and start putting down all these plants. Okay, it's raining, but I'm back, and let's use all these different things we got here, and let's start putting down just plants and stuff. This will make this area look so much better. So I want to do like a little flowering azalea, and then just do a bunch of these. I should be get some regular azalea leaves, just like so, like make it climb the different bits. Yeah, kind of like that. That's already looking like really good and fitting. We can also mix in a few lilacs just ever so often. And a peony. I got a bone from a skeleton, so I can duplicate these guys. Okay, there we go. I did a good amount over here and a little bit over here, and honestly, this is good for now. I'll do a little bit off camera, but for right now, that is just perfect. Well, hey, it's turning nighttime. I can finally get rid of this rain. Okay, there we go. But anyways, let's not get distracted by the beautiful, beautiful build I just made, and let's do the next step to becoming the priest of this church. So in the last episode, Robbie gave us these pants, the priest leggings, which gives us like holy spell power. You can see all that stuff right there, and I actually want to get a full set, but sadly, I don't have enough arcane essence for a full set, but I do have enough for a hat and a chest plate, so I'll have almost a full set. So I am going to have to research this. So holy armor. So the priest mask takes the holy rune, which I need more divine pearls, which I can make, and then the blank runestone, which I have. It also needs this arcane cloth, which is just wool and arcane essence, which I can go get some wool pretty easily. So first, let's get the divine pearls, which we need 8 plus 8. That we need 16 of. So that's just gold and amethyst, which I have 16 amethyst right here, and I should have, yeah, more than 16 right here. Let's clear up my inventory really fast first. Okay, there we go. We get amethyst shards, and we get gold, and actually we can make we already have 2, so we only need 14. So there we go. We have 2 of that left over, and then we put the rune stones. We get the divine pearls, blah 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 blah, and we get 2 holy runes because we're making 2 things of armor. Then we need the holy cloth, which we need since this one takes 5 holy cloth, or not holy, arcane cloth. That takes 5, and that takes 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. I don't know why that was so hard. I'm doing magic. So I have shears. Let's go find some sheep. Another sheep, more wool, another sheep, and the final pieces of wool. So now I got a bunch of wool. I got 15 actually. I'll just put the 13 in here, surround it like so, and like so. Let's get 13 arcane cloths. That's perfect. So now what I can do is put I gotta make sure I'm making the right thing. So the priest mask is like that. So let's put one there and some like that. There we go, priest mask. Then for the priest robes, it's just like that. Let me do that. That. Oh, I did 2 right there. And priest robes, and those can be imbued with a magical item. And imbuing we will be doing. We're going to be doing all sorts of magic stuff. First with their book on the bottom left. Thank you, Robbie, for upgrading it for me. I'm going to put some different spells on there and stuff so I can go full priest. But let's get our priest armor on. Oh, I'm hiding the helmet. Let me just do that. Look at me. Oh, I look like a priest. And now all I need is some more magical abilities so I can go full holy Jesus on everybody. First, I have 2 spells here. These are not like crazy. Wisp and Divine Smite. I already have Healing Circle, so I'll leave that there. But these are 2 holy things that I'll keep on me. Then I'm gonna need all these different ink bottles. Then I'm gonna need some paper. And then I don't have any magical like things. I'll get some in the future. But over here in the Valorian capital, it gets a little laggy around here. They have all this magical stuff. So Arcane Anvil is where I can like put like I can imbue. Oh, I look sick. I can like imbue stuff. But here is where I can make. Oh, they already have paper. Sweet. This is where I can make different like spells. So let's do this greater heal. I don't think I have to use the legendary, because if I just use a rare ink, I think I could do the greater heal, and it'll be the same level. Okay, so let's use 1 rare ink and let's do greater heal. I do also want this haste one, so I'll use an epic ink to make a haste scroll. And then there's one more scroll that isn't actually holy. It's called like invisible or something. Invisibility scroll. I want one of these so I can make myself invisible. I think I need an emerald for this type. So I'm just gonna sneak past these guys and I'm going to take a singular emerald. It's not stealing, it's borrowing, I swear. And with that, I should be able to put the emerald. Let's put a rare, not a legendary, I want to save a rare one. And I should be able to get invisibility right there. Yeah, it takes a rare thing, so I'll get invisibility also. So we can, you know, kind of attach to our stuff. So first the priest robes, which can be imbued. Let's arcane anvil this thing. What should I, let's do the invisibility scroll on it. I think that's the smart thing to do. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put the invisibility priest robes. So then when I put it on, you can see on the bottom left, I now have invisibility. So let's get the invisibility done. Let's do this magic spell and watch us go invisible. True invisibility, you can't see us at all except the little foot particles. That's sick. So let's do greater heal right there. Can I do that? Yes, greater heal. Then right here, let's do divine smite. Let's do haste right there. Boom. So now we got all these magical abilities. So let's do this haste ability. So yeah, it gives all in this like little circle haste, and now I can run a bit faster. But anyways, we're all decked out with all our magical abilities. This is sick. So let's go back to my island here. It is turning nighttime a little bit and we are fully like magicked out. Let's give ourselves haste. I can run fast. I have this greater heal, which I heal myself. It takes a lot of time, but I just fully heal myself. Okay, there's one last thing that we need to do to our armor is that I actually got some Mindy books, as you can see here, off of their villagers. I did a few trades, just a few sneaky trades, but I got some Mindy books, so I need to put this on all my armor. So I'll put mending on the priest, I'll put it on my boots, because, you know, boots are really important, chest plate obviously, and pants. And with that final addition to our already dripped out armor, this is going to have to be the end of this episode. This episode took so much effort, but honestly, I'm really happy with how this church came along and this armor and all the stuff surrounding it. So let me give a few thanks. First to Robbie for sending me down the road with these priest leggings and making me want to do holy spells and all that. And then a thank you to all the viewers. You guys make me want to make YouTube videos and honestly make me super happy, so thank you. But anyways, if you need some healing, come down to my church. And this will have to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me show you guys my beautiful face. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, have a great week, a great day. Oh, bye-bye.